What if Portugal finally wins the World Cup?
It's Ronaldo!
What if the one trophy that has eluded Cristiano Ronaldo his entire career finally falls into his hand?
Because now we move on to specifically about Portugal. Do they have enough to win the World Cup coming into this one?
What if, at 41 years old, he gets one last shot at glory in his final dance? This isn't just about him. This is the story of a golden generation of talent, an innovative manager, and a nation's burning desire to do what no Portuguese team has ever done.
They're dangerous. Listen, every single position on this field is filled with talent. Every single position.
So, what if Portugal finally wins the World Cup?
Portugal, as many people who have been watching our show for a long period of time, are my dark horse to win the World Cup.
If you love exploring more football deep dives and want to see more content like this, support the channel by smashing that like button, subscribing, and hitting the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Your support means everything to us. For decades, Portugal has been that team, full of raw talent and individual brilliance, but lacking the collective steel to go all the way. The ghosts of the past are always there, losing the Euro 2004 final on home soil, the heartbreaking semi-final exit in the 2006 World Cup. Even with Ronaldo, that Euro 2016 win felt like a glorious exception, not the rule. But 2026 feels different. Under Roberto Martínez, this team has become a terrifying, cohesive unit. Since he took over, he's brought in a tactical clarity that was missing, playing a fluid system that can shift from a solid 4-3-3 to a devastating 3-2-5 when they attack. This isn't the one-man team of the past. This is a squad of assassins.
But every single player has something to offer this Portuguese national team. There's world-class quality in midfield. There's experience in the centre-back position. There's competition in goalkeeping position. And up front is where the real creativity comes in. You've got the great and legendary Cristiano Ronaldo, but then you've got Bruno Fernandes or Fernandes.
You have Bruno Fernandes pulling the strings in midfield, sometimes even as a false nine. You've got the relentless Bernardo Silva controlling the tempo of the entire game, and the rock at the back, Rúben Dias, anchoring one of the best defenses in the world. Add the insane speed of Nuno Mendes flying down the wing and the control of Vitinha in the middle, and you've got a team that doesn't really have a weak spot. Their depth is just ridiculous. Their bench could probably start for most other countries. Is this the most balanced and complete Portuguese squad we have ever seen? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. So what happens when all that potential finally clicks on the world's biggest stage? The journey begins in the group stage, which in the past has been a total drama fest for Portugal, like their shocking exit in 2014. Not this time. Martínez uses his squad's incredible depth to navigate the three games with ruthless efficiency. Players like João Felix and Gonçalo Ramos are rotated in, keeping the starters fresh while still overwhelming their opponents. They don't just win, they dominate. They might face a little scare, perhaps going down 1-0 to a scrappy team that parks the bus. But the panic that would have consumed the old Portugal? It's gone. It's been replaced by a cold, calculated patience. Bernardo Silva and Vitinha refuse to give up control of the midfield, suffocating the other team until the pressure becomes unbearable. A late equalizer from Bruno Fernandes, and then in stoppage time, a classic predatory finish from Ronaldo secures the comeback. It's a statement. They finished the group with 3 wins, saving energy and building an aura of invincibility. Now, the knockouts. The round of 16 pits them against a fast transitional team, reminiscent of the Switzerland side they dismantled 6-1 in 2022. The opponent tries to catch them on the break, but Martínez has done his homework. The high press is suffocating. Every time the opponent gets the ball, they're immediately swarmed by 2 or 3 Portuguese players. 30 minutes in, the trap works. A turnover, a quick pass from Vitinha to Bernardo Silva, who slides a perfect through ball to Rafael Leão. The result is inevitable. With the lead, Portugal puts on a masterclass in counter-attacking football. The final score is a comfortable 3-0. Gonçalo Ramos, who famously scored that hat-trick in the 2022 match, might even grab another goal, showing everyone he's ready to be Ronaldo's heir. The quarter-final. This is it. The match the entire world has been begging to see. If both Argentina and Portugal win their respective groups and win their subsequent knockout matches, they are projected to meet right here. It's Portugal versus Argentina, it's Ronaldo versus Messi. One last time. The debate that has defined a generation of football comes down to 90 minutes. But who do you think really wins this ultimate showdown? Let me know in the comments right now. Team Ronaldo or Team Messi? The tension is unbearable. The game is a brutal tactical chess match, with every inch of the pitch contested. Messi works his magic first, dancing through the midfield to set up an early goal for Argentina. The world watches, thinking this is how the story ends for Cristiano. But this Portuguese side refuses to break. They claw their way back, with Bruno Fernandes and Bernardo Silva fighting for control. A controversial call, a penalty to Portugal. Ronaldo steps up cool as ever and slots it home. The game is tied, just as extra time seems inevitable, a blistering counterattack. A pass finds Ronaldo. He scores. Portugal has done it. They have vanquished their rivals in the most dramatic fashion imaginable. The semi-final. This is where legends are made. After the emotional war with Argentina, their opponent is another monster. Think a powerful France or a skillful Brazil. The world expects this to be the moment Portugal finally breaks. The match is a brutal end-to-end affair. Portugal's midfield is tested, their defense stretched. The game goes to extra time, tied 1-1. Players are exhausted. Lesser teams would crumble. But this is where Martinez's masterful use of his squad depth pays off. He brings on fresh legs, the tireless João Palhinha to lock down the midfield, and the electric Pedro Neto to run at tired defenders. The opposition just can't handle it. In the 115th minute, a corner gets whipped in. The ball hangs in the air, a moment frozen in time. And then Cristiano Ronaldo, at 41 years old, does what he's been doing his entire career. He defies gravity. He leaps, hangs in the air, and powers a header into the back of the net. Pure will. The stadium erupts. Portugal holds on for the last few minutes, the entire team defending for their lives. They are in the World Cup final. Before we witness the final chapter of this incredible story, how would this victory redefine Cristiano Ronaldo's legacy forever? And what would it mean for the nation of Portugal? If you're enjoying this journey, smash that like button and subscribe so you don't miss our future explorations into football's greatest what-ifs. The final is more than just a game, it's destiny. The opponent is a European powerhouse, a team with its own championship pedigree. Imagine it's France, setting up a rematch of the Euro 2016 final. The game is tense, a battle of tactics and moments of pure genius. France scores first. And for a second you think, here we go again? The dream is over. But this Portuguese side is built different. They don't panic. Bruno Fernandes, the captain and the heart of the team, rallies the troops. They claw their way back. Across from the constantly dangerous Nuno Mendes finds João Felix, who scores the equalizer. The game is on a knife's edge. Both teams have chances. Then, in the 88th minute, a moment of magic. Bernardo Silva does his thing, dancing past two defenders and laying the ball off. It rolls into the path of Cristiano Ronaldo. He doesn't have time to think. He strikes it first time, a pure, clean hit. The ball rockets into the top corner. It's the goal he has been waiting for his entire life. The final whistle blows. It's over. Portugal, for the first time in their history, are champions of the world. So what does this all mean? The scenes in Lisbon wouldn't just be a party, they'd be biblical. A nation so often defined by that feeling of saudade, that melancholic longing, would explode with pure, unadulterated joy. For Cristiano Ronaldo, this is it. The final word. The GOAT debate? It's over. He has completed football. He doesn't just win the trophy, he likely finishes as one of the top scorers, chasing Eusebio's legendary 9 goals from 1966. He didn't just win the World Cup, he willed it into existence in his final act. For the golden generation, it's their coronation. Bruno Fernandes, Rúben Dias, Bernardo Silva, Vitinha, and Nuno Mendes are no longer just world-class players. They are world champions. They become national heroes, immortalized next to Eusebio's team from 1966. This win would energize the entire country's football culture, inspiring a new generation and proving that Portugal isn't just a place that produces great players, but a dominant footballing power. The ripple effect would be felt everywhere. Roberto Martínez, the architect, would be hailed as a tactical genius. The value of Portuguese players would skyrocket. That 3-2-5 system would be copied by coaches all over the world. But more importantly, it would prove that a nation of just 10 million people can, with the right mix of talent, tactics, and belief, conquer the world. Of course, this is all a hypothetical journey. Football is a cruel game, and Portugal's path could just as easily end in heartbreak from a penalty shootout or one bad mistake. Their history is full of brilliant teams that fell just short. But doesn't the 2026 squad just feel different? They have the depth, the tactical IQ, and this unique blend of a legend on his last crusade and a golden generation in its absolute prime. All the pieces are there. A manager with a clear vision, a squad with world-class talent in every position, and a superstar chasing the final chapter of his epic story. It's a perfect storm. But what do you guys think? Is this how Portugal finally does it, or will their journey end in familiar disappointment? Let me know your predictions in the comments below. And if you want more deep dives into football's biggest what-ifs, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.